Hello and welcome to Lockdown Learning. Why do I always point? Hello and welcome to Lockdown Learning with Tragic O'Hara. Today we are going to learn how to make videos. Making a video can be as simple or as complicated as you want to make it, basically. One of the hardest things to do is come up with an idea to make a video. So we're all going to make the same thing. We're limited with where we can go. We are limited with props, for example. So we are going to learn how to make a video using, which hopefully you've got some in your house. We're going to learn how to make a video using this. You can use anything. You can use a tennis ball, you could use anything you can get your hands on, but the principle's this. We're going to split this lesson up into two parts, right? The first part is getting all our footage, and I'll show you how I get my footage. The second part is actually editing it all together, so making it into a video. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this or any other household object that you can throw without hurting someone. We're going to use this to make a bit of footage, and basically the idea is to learn how to cut clips and then lining them up with the rest of the clips that you've filmed. The idea is this: you take your object and you throw it out of frame, whatever direction you want. Okay, it's a bit of logistics here. So if I take this everyday household toilet roll and I throw it this direction, I'm then going to move my camera and I'm going to set it up, and I need to make sure that if I throw it this direction, the next time someone throws it to me, it has to come in from this direction. So essentially it's the opposite direction of what you threw it. So if you throw it up out of frame, so the important thing is that the toilet roll or the ball or whatever you're using goes out of frame, so you can no longer see it in the camera. You then take your camera and you move somewhere else, set everything up, and someone will throw it to you from the opposite direction and you have to catch it. And then you throw it in another direction, and you can do whatever you want. You can roll it, you can put it into different things, you can basically be as creative as you want. I am going to do this whole thing with my kids helping me, so I'll get them to throw this to me, I'll get them to film it and stuff, and what you'll see next is just some of the raw footage of what we've done, and then in part 2 of this I'll show you how to edit it together, again using free software. All you need to film is a phone. You don't need any fancy equipment to film this. You don't need lights, you don't need any of that sort of stuff. There's a couple of things you should consider when you're filming. The first thing is when you're filming, where's my phone? My phone's here. When you're filming, film landscape. So that's portrait and that's landscape, right? Landscape's going to look a lot better. Don't film with a light directly behind you. So if you're filming something in front of your kitchen window, if you're standing in front of it and so I'm standing, let's use the toilet roll, here we go. I'm the toilet roll, the window's here, and I'm filming this way, you won't see me particularly great. I'll be very, very dark. The shadow will be too much and you won't be able to see your subject. The way you want to film it is, you want to film you here, the window here, and the camera in between, like that. So you're lighting the subject and you're filming it like this. That's just a couple of the things to consider when you're doing this. You don't need a tripod, you don't need anything like that, and essentially you could do this with 3 people, or you can prop your phone up in something and do it with 2 people, but you need someone who's going to throw it, someone who is going to catch it, who's going to be in it. That person can change, you can all take turns, and someone to film it, so you can throw it to different people. It doesn't need to just be the one person. I'll be the person that gets things thrown at me, which is pretty much how I get treated in my own house anyway. There's a bit of logistics in this. Have you ever been watching something and like you're watching a TV show and maybe there was a person in this side of the room and then all of a sudden they're over that side of the room? That's called a continuity error. A continuity error. So whenever something's getting made, that's a job. That's someone's job to make sure the continuity makes sense, or you end up with a coffee cup in the middle of Game of Thrones, basically. Everyone that's doing this should be aware of that. If this is coming in from the right hand side, right, whatever direction they choose to throw next, so if they decide to throw left, then that next clip must have it coming in from the right hand side for it to make sense. So continuity is important. From left to right, up, down. Be aware that you need to be logistically thinking about how to get to the next piece. So that's basically what we're going to learn today, is how you will make a a finished product and how you need to think about stuff like that. So when I'm making my videos for YouTube, the night before I go out and make a video, I've written down exactly what I need to get and how I'm going to make it work. It's not a huge job, but it does help. And even then, I still make mistakes. I still make mistakes. I still forget things and need to work around them. So continuity is really important. So what you're going to see next is some of the raw clips of what I produced with my 6-year-old and my 4-year-old and my wife, who is just back from work. She's a key worker, so she's just back from work. And now I'm going to tell her we're going to chuck a toilet roll round about the living room. So I apologise in advance. Right, here's some of the raw clips. Now you stand up there, Aaron. Stand there, on the couch. Right, can you see him?
Yes.
Right, can you move forward then so you can see him? Can you see him now?
No.
No, here you go. Right, so on the count of 3, you chuck the toilet roll to me and I'll catch it. Right, so Mum can count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Can we try that again without me getting hit in the coupons? Can we do one more? Right. Sorry, Robert. Right, okay, that's one.
Is it just you?
Just me again, yeah. But could you maybe film for there so it's flat on? Right, go. Let's try again. You need to throw upwards, Robert. You can't see him, no?
No.
Right, up the way.
Doesn't matter about him not catching it though, does it?
Throw it this way. He'll throw it to me, I'll open the door and I'll throw it to you. And then the next shot needs to be outside. Alright? Can you see him?
No.
Right, throw it to me, Robert.
Can you see that?
Can you throw it up high without hitting me in the face? Right, throw it to Dad. No, that's going to go on the roof. Sweet. Right, you stand over there. I heard the cats. Good. Ready? Yay. Right, Mum. Right, go. So in hindsight, maybe a toilet roll wasn't the best idea to use. You get what you pay for. So that's all the footage filmed, and in the next part, we'll learn how to edit it all together. You can film as much or as little as you want. Just try and think of a beginning and an end. The middle will kind of just take care of itself. Remember, you can join the Facebook group. There'll be links in the description for that. My GoFundMe page is set up. If you can contribute, that would be fantastic. If not, don't sweat it. You can get me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, at Mr. Tragic O'Hara. Thank you very much for your time. I'll catch you in part 2.